Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I will discuss about Saturn as Darakarak in all 12 houses. First of all, Darakarak is the planet which is the lowest degree planet which represents our spouse and the role or the duty our spouse is going to fulfill in our life. Saturn is a planet which is very important obviously and it represents many things in Vedic astrology. First of all, Saturn shows duty, career, profession, our gains through our profession, income. Saturn also rules our vascular system in our body, and Saturn is the planet which shows our karmic patterns in our chart. Now, when your Darakarak is Saturn, it shows that your partner definitely is someone from your past life and who is here to teach you the things which you were not able to learn in your past life. Now, it depends on which house your Saturn is placed. But when Saturn becomes your Darakarak, your spouse will have some traits which will be common. First of all, the spouse will be a mature person. Spouse will be somebody who will not like differentiation and who is very impartial. The spouse will be somebody who is very serious about life, who had a tough life, who had a tough childhood, and somebody who sees life in practicality, not just dreaming. And spouse will be very responsible also. Now, this can also show that spouse can be somewhat cold hearted or little detached, or spouse can be someone who is not so expressive in showing love. But yes, they are very good in fulfilling their duty very well. Spouse who can be someone who's older than you, of course, mature than you. Now, it depends on the whole chart also how your spouse will be. But let's talk about how Saturn behaves in the first house of your birth chart. Now, when Saturn as Darakarak is in the first house of your chart, it shows that your spouse is literally here to discipline you and to discipline your lifestyle, your eating habits, and also to break your ego. If you are a person who is quite egoistic and who is very self confident, but you are quite egoistic about your qualities, then your spouse will tell you that you don't have to be so egoistic about all these things because you're not so special. Your spouse will tell you that because they want you to be humble. Saturn is here to make you humble. Now, if you're already a very humble person, then your spouse will give you the confidence and the willpower through which you will regain your identity. And if you have any confidence issues, this Saturn will actually boost your confidence a lot. And they will make your life much more simpler and they will give you practical remedies or practical solutions in life which can make your life really better. Now, it depends on whether this Saturn is benefic or malefic or afflicted. But if it is benefic, then it is a good placement. Your spouse will definitely take responsibility of you and will fulfill his or her duty very well. In the second house, it shows that your spouse is here to teach you how to obviously manage your money and earn your money, and also how to value your family, how to value relationships. Your spouse is here to, if you're a very spendthrift person who like to spend a lot of money and live life to the fullest, which is actually good also, but here your spouse will discipline you in these terms because they will tell you that you have to think about the future also. You just can't frivolously spend on luxurious things. And this can be somewhat problematic situation for those people who are uh, mostly of the nature ruled by sun. This can create issues, but all in all it will be a very good change in your life because your spouse will definitely, they will be the one who will actually, you will feel that if this person wouldn't have come in my life, I would have wasted so much money, but this person has actually helped me to save my money. In the third house, Saturn as Darakarak, it shows that your spouse will definitely be very supportive and they will always care for you. They will, yes, your spouse will be a very good communicator. They will communicate really well with you. They will always be very keen to know what is going in your life, how you're feeling, and they will communicate their feelings to you as well. So Saturn is a very transparent planet. So your spouse will be very transparent too. Now, here it can show that your spouse can discipline your communication. If you're a person who likes to talk a lot, gossip a lot, or those kind of talks which doesn't make sense, then here spouse will actually discipline you, and they will not like this. and you might have to change this habit of yours after marriage, because obviously Saturn, as Darakarak, shows that this person has come to bring a good change in your life and to teach you some lessons. They're not just here to make you feel good about life or to just let you enjoy. They are here to actually discipline you, transform you, to teach you. In the fourth house, it shows that your spouse will uh, be very good in managing, the house and problems related to house. But when your spouse will come in your life, you will see that your timetable has become really good. Your day-to-day, life, your daily course have become really simpler, and your spouse has actually helped you a lot to manage your life. This also shows that your spouse will definitely provide you stability, because obviously the fourth house is the house which shows our peace, our stability, and Saturn definitely provides lot of stability here. In the fifth house, Saturn as Darakarak, it shows that uh, your spouse will actually help you to use your intelligence in a lot better way. And this also shows that your spouse will be quite a strict disciplinarian in terms of raising the kids. And this also shows definitely spouse will be responsible in terms of how to, raise the kids and take their responsibility. Yes, the spouse can be a little less romantic, because obviously this is the fun part of marriage. And this is not just, marriage, it also shows the bliss that you have, the entertainment or the creative things that you do in your marriage. But yes, Saturn will bring a somewhat cold nature here, and that can be a little problematic. You might not experience those kind of romantic evenings, or all those things, because your spouse will be somebody who will give you, obviously give you a lot of calm and support in your life, but that kind of mercurial stuff or Venus stuff you might lack. Now if this Saturn is actually placed in a Venus ruled sign like Taurus or Libra, then it is a very good Saturn. Then it can give you that romance part also in your life that you crave in marriage. But if it is Saturn, which is in the sign of Capricorn, for example, then you can't expect those kind of romantic stuffs from your partner. In the sixth house, it shows that the spouse is actually here to solve a lot of issues in your life, and they're here to actually fight for you. Definitely they will take care of you, and the people who have given you a lot of problems in life or who have been giving you a lot of stress, your spouse will definitely make sure to eliminate those people. So actually it is a good placement in the sixth house. But also here your spouse can be far more disciplined than in the other houses, because here's your spouse will definitely want you to live a very regulated life. In the seventh house, it shows that you can marry a past life teacher, and your spouse will take full responsibility of marriage. They will be very they will be a person who will be of a very compromising nature. You will rarely see them angry or lose their temper. They will always think about you first, about the marriage first, and in all situations they will think about you and how to make the marriage work. So this is a very good placement. Here it also shows that Saturn will give a long lasting marriage. Now, the problem with this placement comes when Saturn is highly afflicted or extremely malefic for you. Now, this shows that you will be stuck in a marriage where there is no love or no bliss, but you have to remain with this person because this person is not ready to leave you. So that becomes a very tough placement, because there are some people I have come across who wants to leave their spouse or wants to take divorce, but the spouse doesn't want to leave them at any cost, even though they are making their life, very difficult. So you have to see both aspects. In the eighth house, it shows that your spouse will be very good in managing the joint assets, and obviously the joint assets can come slow, but they will be steady. The spouse will definitely bring a lot of transformation in your life. You will see that your life will transform completely after marriage. Depends on other factor also. Will it be a good transformation or a difficult transformation? But definitely change will come. In the ninth house, it shows that your spouse will be a person who will teach you real spirituality. If you are a person who is already spiritual, but you are a sentimental kind of person, your spouse will tell you that duty is far more important, and then do your duty and then do the spiritual practices. Like somewhat, your spouse will believe in the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, so it's actually a good placement. In the 10th house, it shows that your spouse will surely support a lot in your career. and you and your spouse both can, start your own business or your own venture and can become successful together. So it is a very good placement. Your reputation in public, they will be very careful how to behave with you in public and how to maintain that boundary and that discipline in marriage that should be there. That self-respect element will be lot with this placement. In the 11th house, it shows that your spouse will be somebody who will be very actually keen on fulfilling your desires and your wishes. They will be good in earning money, no doubt. And your spouse will help you also to earn a lot of money. They will make sure to fulfill your desires. And in 11th house, yes, Saturn does really well as Darakarak also. In the 12th house, it shows that your spouse actually will be, they can be a person who is either they can be a very responsible person who is, just very focused on doing their duty, or they can be having their own dreams and desires. And they can be either a very spiritual person and they forget to focus on the marriage and on you, or either they can be a person who has that kind of, scientific mind, and they're always working on that particular idea and they forget about taking care of you. So this can be a problematic placement in the 12th house. Now here you might have to sacrifice for your spouse or sacrifice for marriage. So this becomes a little problematic placement. Now this was all for Saturn as Darakarak in all the 12 houses. So if you like this video, do give it a like and subscribe to my channel for all such interesting content.